Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert, and welcome to my Happy Health blog. And we are talking all about sleep. So, did you know that interrupted sleep or disturbed sleep, we could also call it, is probably just as bad as not getting enough sleep, and it may even be worse because when we get interrupted sleep, we actually stop in the middle of a sleep cycle. So I've talked about sleep cycles in another video. So we stop in the middle of a sleep cycle. We might even have to start that cycle again. So we don't progress. So possibly getting less sleep. So you're only getting 6 hours, but it's not interrupted. That possibly is going to be actually a little bit healthier, a little bit better for you than getting interrupted sleep. So you really want to look at the causes for your interrupted sleep if you're suffering with this, and see if you can do something about it. So what are some of the causes? Well, I've written a little article down there, so have a little look at it. But things like getting older. As we age, we sleep lighter, so we are more easily interrupted by noise, by light, that kind of thing. Then you've got the peeing thing, and it's got a very fancy name called Nocturia. And there is a special information down there about Nocturia because it's not only as we age, but it does get worse as we age. So what is Nocturia? What is getting up in the night and have a pee? So if you're just doing it once, every now and again, okay, there's possibly not any problem there. But if you're doing it several times a night, then there will be a cause of this, and there's something you need to look at. So have a look at that information about Nocturia if you are one of these people who are getting interrupted or disrupted sleep because you're up peeing all the time. Now, stress is a biggie. So this could be in periods, can't it? So you've got times when you're really stressed and your sleep is interrupted or disrupted. And you can maybe have times when you're less stressed and you seem to sleep through, okay? So cortisol is a bugger because it will disturb these sleep cycles, causing fragmented sleep, even causing insomnia where you can't fall asleep at all. So you're laying for hours awake, that's not a good thing, obviously. So have a little look at that as well and see if there's something you can do with those stress levels. And I've talked about that in a previous blog as well, haven't I? So have a look at that. Go back and have a look at it. Go. So it could be some kind of sleeping disorder. You might have something called sleep apnea, and there is information about sleep apnea. So this is where you stop breathing, basically. You stop breathing in your sleep. And as your oxygen saturation levels fall, your brain wakes you up and says, excuse me, you need to take a breath. That's not good. It's going to interrupt your sleep, obviously, all the time. It's very critical that the brain gets oxygen, so it will wake you. And for those of you that have a sleeping partner who suffers with sleep apnea, you don't get any sleep either, do you? Because you're worrying about them not waking up and taking a breath again. Yeah. It's a bit of a challenge, this one. So have a little look. There's an article down there. And another one could be, the restless legs things going on where you have this urge all the time to move your legs. You can't get relaxation. So yes, so maybe things like magnesium could help with this. Definitely will not make it worse. Maybe some of you have got pain, chronic pain conditions, maybe fibromyalgia, that kind of thing. There could be mood disorders. There could be other sort of mental issues like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, this kind of thing. It could be medication, absolutely, which is interfering with your sleep. And then there is some lifestyle habits which are going to affect your sleep, maybe disturb it, disrupt it. So things like little or no exercise, okay? We all need to exercise every single day. We need to move, even if it's just getting a 30-minute walk. That would be amazing, especially outside. In the weather, maybe the sun is shining, maybe it's windy, maybe it's raining, it doesn't matter. It's going to make you sleep better. Cigarette smoking is the pits. It's like having blood sugar problems, really, because it'll wake you up when you start craving your cigarette, or when your blood sugar drops. It will wake you up, basically, and wanting you to have another cigarette or fill up your blood sugar again. Yeah. Things like excessive caffeine intake, especially after 12 o'clock in the middle of the day. and excessive alcohol, you may think that you sleep better, but you actually do not. Your sleep cycles don't function properly with excessive alcohol. So be aware of this, and if you're going to have alcohol, try to have it as early as possible in the evening, late afternoon, evening. So there is a reason why we say that the sun has gone down in Hong Kong around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I think it is, isn't it? So possibly it's a better time for you to get your gin and tonic. Yes. Okay, have a look at the article. See if you can recognize yourself anywhere, because disrupted sleep is possibly worse than not getting enough sleep. We do not want to disrupt these sleep cycles. We need to go through the non-REMs into the REM, and we need to do this maybe 4 to 6 times during a night. And the very slow non-REMs and the REM sleep being the most important of them all. Happy hormones, happy life.